This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one, and this clip breaks down the wild debate around LeBron's emotional return to Cleveland and how different basketball voices reacted to it. So let's check this clip out.
Keep this thing moving. Lakers were in Cleveland Wednesday night for a game against the Cavs. LeBron returned to where his NBA career started for what could be the final time in his NBA career. So LeBron was emotional as he sat on the bench watching the Cavs tribute video in the first quarter, showed highlights of his legendary Game 5 performance of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Pistons. 22-year-old James scored 48 points, including 25 straight to finish the game to give the Cavs the double overtime win.
Out of that.
Had the nice box of tissues, looked like the hotel tissues that you might get staying at a Ritz-Carlton or comparable level hotel.
Man, that crying shit is
Some of you
that crying, man, come on. Yo, why you don't use the time?
I've watched this man cry after winning a championship, and I've watched him bawl after we lost the finals. This man gives his all and has done it for 20 plus years. And for him to get that shit's not fake. We can crack all the jokes, y'all can do the debates, but you're not gonna say he a drama. What this man has done for the city, for the town.
I felt in the moment for him, to be honest with you. And what I saw a childhood moment hit the spot for him. Whatever they played on that video tribute, it was something that triggered him. Mama Gloria being at the game, along with his son Bronny being on the bench, along with him being back in Cleveland, the love. First of all, Bron is the city of Cleveland. He is the state of Ohio. And when you walk back into that arena and you start seeing all those familiar faces again, those same security people, the same ticket people.
They all in there. I was in the building.
And people don't understand, like, reality hits in. And we're talking about a guy that has given his blood, sweat, and fucking tears to this game of basketball his entire life. LeBron James only knows the game of basketball.
Somebody's like, oh, we don't with him like that in LA. Because you guys are stupid. If someone told you this was the last year that you could watch Ken Griffey play, that this was the last year that you could watch Derek Jeter play, that this is the last year that you could watch Tom Brady play, go enjoy it. I'm over he'll never be Jordan. Neither will you. So shut up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're saying that he's the second greatest player in the history of the game. That's not an insult. It's just people use these arguments for conversation, and it's like, bro, it's coming to an end. One of the greatest American sports stories and greatest American sports stretches that we have ever seen in the history of the country is coming to an end, and people want to have debates.
When he's gone, who are you going to hate? When he's gone, who are you going to hate? You don't hate nobody that much.
This is the thing. They hate themselves. So they'll always have themselves to hate. All I know is that man has carried the league for the last 20 plus years. And there's not a lot of athletes in the history of any sport that...
LeBron James returning to Cleveland sparked a strong divide across basketball media, exposing how differently people interpret emotion when it comes from one of the most polarizing athletes ever. On Gilbert Arenas' podcast, the tone leaned dismissive, with the crew joking about LeBron getting emotional during the Cavaliers tribute video and treating the moment as overly dramatic rather than heartfelt. The focus quickly shifted to the optics, especially the visible tissue box, which they framed as unnecessary and symbolic of LeBron leaning into theatrics instead of simply experiencing the moment. That skepticism carried into Richard Jefferson's comments, where he questioned the authenticity of the tears outright, suggesting LeBron is always conscious of cameras and understands how to manufacture moments that play well publicly. Jefferson's critique was less playful and more pointed, implying that repeated returns to Cleveland should lessen the emotional weight and that the reaction felt calculated.